You know, you really thought that being nice was the way out. You walked around this cold, dead world, believing your kindness would change anything. Bravo, bravo. Hey, listen to me. You see, that's your problem. Your problem, not theirs. You thought that if you poured out your heart, that if you just gave more, if you let them trample over you again and again, that they'd somehow magically see your worth. Let me break it down for you in a way no one else will. Your kindness, it wasn't strength. To them, it was weakness. It was a test. And guess what? They failed. Here's the ugly truth, the part you refuse to accept. The world is full of takers, leeches, parasites. They'll drink your kindness like a glass of water on a scorching day. And when they're done, they'll toss you aside like the empty cup you are. You thought they saw you? Oh, no, 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 my friend. They saw through you, saw how easy you were to bend, to use, to crush. And you let them do it. Why? Because you thought, if I just keep being good, something good will happen. Right? Pathetic. You sold yourself the dream of some fairy tale world where good deeds come back to you. That's what they told you, right? Do good, and good things will come. Lies. All of it. Kindness in this world, it's a test. And you offered it up like a prize on a silver platter. But did they appreciate it? Did they respect it? No. They used it. They used you. And when they didn't need it anymore, they spit it out, just like they spit you out. That's what people do. That's what they've always done. You gave them your soul, your time, your trust. And what did they give back? Nothing. Not a damn thing. You were too nice, too trusting. That's where you messed up. You thought kindness would be rewarded, but this world doesn't reward the kind. It eats them alive. You see, they didn't just fail you. Oh, no, no, no. They chose to fail you. They knew exactly what they were doing. Every lie, every betrayal, every broken promise, they knew. They saw you as weak, and they took advantage of that. They failed because they chose to fail. You thought you were the hero in your story, didn't you? But guess what? You were just the supporting act in their story. And they're the villains. They say, nice guys finish last. Want to know why? Because the race was rigged from the start. And the moment you stepped up with your shiny little heart and your pure intentions, the moment you decided to be the one who cares, you were marked. People like them, they can smell it. The vultures, the snakes, the wolves, they can smell kindness, and they know how to play the game a hell of a lot better than you ever will. You thought you were playing with friends. Nah, you were swimming with sharks. And you were just the bait. But hey, don't get me wrong. This isn't me telling you to be bitter. Oh no, no, no. Don't hate them. Don't even hate yourself for trusting them. Learn from it. Grow from it. See what you went through? It wasn't a mistake. It was a lesson. Your kindness, your heart, it was the test. And they failed. Not you. They failed. But now you have a choice. You could keep being their doormat. Keep letting them walk all over you. Or you could show them what happens when the kind become cruel. You could show them that there's a limit, a breaking point. You could show them that the world isn't built for the soft-hearted. That, my friend, is when you take back your power. You were born in a world of liars, cheats, and thieves. And you thought being good, being kind would save you? It won't. It never does. You have to demand respect. You have to take what's yours. People don't give you what you deserve. They give you what you take. And kindness? Kindness is for when you've already won. Stop playing their game. Stop being the sacrificial lamb. Start being the wolf. Because let me tell you something about kindness. It's the last thing you show the world after they've learned to fear you. You thought you'd change them, didn't you? Thought maybe, just maybe, they'd wake up one day and realize what a good person you were, how much you gave. Maybe they'd apologize. Maybe they'd come crawling back, begging for your forgiveness. You were waiting for them to see you, weren't you? But let me ask you this. Why do you keep expecting change from people who thrive on chaos? Why would they change, huh? They don't have to. You let them stay exactly as they are. You let them. You know why? Because you wanted to believe that people are good deep down, that everyone has a little light inside them. Oh, that's rich. Beautiful fantasy. But guess what? This world doesn't run on light. It runs on darkness. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll stop getting hurt. Here's the thing no one tells you, kid. You aren't responsible for fixing people. You aren't the cure for their poison. You've been wasting your time, bleeding yourself dry for people who'll never see your worth. And that's the saddest part of it all, isn't it? You've been killing yourself for people who wouldn't even lift a finger to help you. Why are you still hoping for them to change? They failed your test, and they'll fail it again and again and again. Because that's who they are. They don't care. They never did. Your kindness? It was just a tool to them, a way to make their lives easier. But you thought you were saving them. Save them from what? From themselves? Ha! You can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. You can't drag someone out of hell if they want to stay there. You threw yourself into the fire, and all it did was burn you alive. But here's the punchline. They didn't care. They were watching, they were laughing, and they were enjoying every second of your suffering. That's the part that eats at you, isn't it? That deep down, they didn't even blink when you fell. They didn't even turn around to see if you were okay. And You kept crawling back, thinking maybe, just maybe this time it'd be different. But it never is. Because they're not built like you. You were never playing the same game. They were always one step ahead, while you were busy playing the fool. But listen, I'm not here to make you feel sorry for yourself. No, I'm here to show you the truth about them, the truth about you. See, you've been giving away your power. You've been handing it out like candy to people who never deserved it in the first place. But now you have the chance to take it back. You want to know what happens when you stop being nice? When you stop giving? When you stop caring? That's when they realize they can't use you anymore. That's when they panic. That's when the tables turn. And that's when you win. But it's not just about stopping the kindness, no. It's about becoming something else entirely. It's about becoming the thing they fear, the thing they can't control. You've spent your whole life trying to be the hero, trying to be good. But what if the hero's mask doesn't fit anymore? What if it's time to embrace the monster inside you? What if the thing you've been running from, the part of you that's angry, that's hurt, that's vicious, is the part that'll set you free? People love to talk about kindness like it's some kind of virtue. They say, be kind, be good, be forgiving. But they don't tell you what happens when that kindness is thrown back in your face. They don't tell you what it feels like to be used over and over again until there's nothing left of you but a hollow shell. But here's the truth, my friend. Kindness, it's a weapon. It's a trap. And you've been caught in it your whole life. You let them walk all over you because you thought that was the right thing to do. You thought that by being the bigger person, by turning the other cheek, you were somehow better than them. But here's the joke. They were never playing by your rules. They saw your kindness as weakness, and they used it against you every single time. And now you're left with nothing but a broken heart and shattered trust. But that's not the end. No. It's just the beginning. Because now you get to rebuild. But this time, you don't rebuild the way you were. You don't go back to being the soft-hearted fool who let everyone take advantage of you. This time, you build yourself into something stronger, something harder, something unstoppable. You take all that pain, all that betrayal, all that anger, and you use it. You let it fuel you. You let it sharpen you. And the next time someone tries to take advantage of you, the next time someone thinks they can use you like a pawn in their little game, you show them what happens when the pawn becomes the king. Or better yet, the joker. You were kind, and they failed. But now it's their turn to suffer. Because once you stop being kind, once you stop being the person they expect you to be, they have no power over you. None. And that, my friend, is when you truly win. Not because you were kind, not because you were good, but because you became something they couldn't break, something they couldn't use, something they couldn't control. So, tell me, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing their game? Or are you finally going to break free? You know, people like them, they're not just takers. Oh no, they're hunters. They look for people like you, the ones with open hearts, the ones willing to bleed. And when they find you, it's like Christmas morning for them. They don't need to be strong. They don't need to be smart. Why? Because they've got you. You're the resource, the fountain that never runs dry. And the best part? You give it to them willingly. You thought the world was a mirror, didn't you? Thought that if you showed kindness, the world would reflect it back. But let me clue you in on something. The world doesn't mirror your kindness. It mirrors your weakness. And people like them, they don't respect kindness. They take advantage of it. You thought they'd see your goodness and think, wow, what a great person. But all they thought was, what a sucker. But here's where you made your biggest mistake. You kept going back. Every time they failed you, every time they betrayed you, you still went back. You wanted to believe that people could change, that they could become better. But people don't change. They just get better at hiding who they really are. You gave them chance after chance after chance. And what did they do with it? They took it, used it, then tossed it aside like it was nothing, like you were nothing. And now you're left here wondering why it all went wrong, why they didn't appreciate you. You want to know why? You want to know why they didn't change, why they didn't value you. Because they never had to. You kept showing up, kept giving, kept being there, no matter what they did. There were no consequences, no repercussions. You made it too easy for them. They took everything from you. Your time, your energy, your trust, your love. And for what? So they could feel better about themselves? So they could get what they wanted and leave you in the dust? You let them walk all over you? And for what? For the hope that maybe, just maybe, they'd one day realize your worth? People don't realize your worth unless you make them. People don't respect you unless you demand it. And respect, it's not given out freely. It's taken, it's seized. But you thought kindness was enough. You thought being a good person was enough. You thought wrong. You see, I've been watching this game for a long time. I've seen people like you and I've seen people like them. And every time, it ends the same way. The givers, they're left with nothing. The takers, they move on, finding someone else to drain dry. It's a cycle, a never-ending cycle. And you've been stuck in it for far too long. But now it's time to break that cycle. Now it's time to become something else. something they don't expect. You've been the nice one, the kind one, the forgiving one. But where has that gotten you? Nowhere. It's time to stop playing by their rules. It's time to become something they fear. You've spent your whole life trying to be the hero, trying to be the good person. But let me tell you something about heroes. They're only as good as the people around them. And when the people around you are rotten, the hero doesn't survive. They get torn apart, piece by piece, until there's nothing left but a memory, a sad, forgotten memory. But villains? Oh, villains survive. Villains thrive. Because villains don't give a damn about what people think. They don't bend over backwards to please others. They don't let anyone use them. They take what they want, and they make no apologies for it. And that's what you need to learn. You've been too nice, too trusting, too weak. But that ends now. You want to know what power feels like? Real power? It's not kindness. It's not forgiveness. It's not turning the other cheek. Power is when you look someone in the eyes and they know they can't touch you. They know they can't use you. They know they can't control you. And how do you get that power? Simple. You stop caring. You stop caring about what they think, about what they want, about what they need. You stop giving them anything. You stop being the one who always shows up. You stop being their safety net, their fallback plan. You stop being the person they can rely on. Because guess what? They don't deserve you. They never did. You've been too good for too long. But now it's time to be something else, something harder, something stronger, something darker. It's time to stop waiting for people to appreciate you. It's time to stop hoping they'll change. They won't. They never will. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll be free. You've been running on empty, giving and giving and giving until there's nothing left. But now it's time to start taking. It's time to start demanding what you deserve. No more second chances, no more forgiveness, no more kindness. From now on, you take what's yours. You take back your power, and you make them regret every single time they thought they could walk all over you. You were their test, and they failed. But now it's their turn to be tested. Now it's your turn to show them what happens when the kind become cruel, when the forgiving become unforgiving, when the weak become strong. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing the same old game? Or are you finally ready to become something more, something dangerous? Because, my friend, kindness is overrated.